Here's the Nascar League. I'm your host, Sports1173, and tonight is going to be the qualifying portion of the National Series from the Brickyard in Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tonight is going to be stacked. I'm going to check the lineup real quick, but there's supposed to be a Cup Series driver running tonight. And that was Great on Wheels, who's in the 61 car. I didn't see him in practice, but he might be here for qualifying. We'll have to see. But let me just get on over to my phone real quick because my phone is currently charging over on the other side of where I'm at. So as I make my way towards my phone, you might hear some audio from my phone. That would be the Discord chat. And the lineup's still the same as I saw it before. Had we got Predator here on the 9. You got Dom Zito, who's making another start in the National Series in the 89 car. Got GT Jones, who's looking for that fourth win of the season in the 5 car. Got Incog in the 42, coming off that second place finish. At Darlington, got Nascar man, who's still trying to keep his playoff hopes alive. He's currently good on points, but his spot is not locked yet because there's still 2 opportunities left for a certain driver named GU, who's in the 22 car, to show up and win the race. If he wins the race, and that means NASCAR man would have to. If he wins the race, that means NASCAR man has to win the race in order to get back into the playoff picture. But as it looks right now, NASCAR man's playoff hopes are still alive and still intact. You got one guy in the 0 who's starting to get better in the National Series. He's still looking for that first win, but he's definitely able to get it done here tonight. I would assume so. Got Trainer in the 23 who got his first stage win back at Road America and keeping the momentum rolling. I believe he finished top 5 at Darlington, so pretty good for him. And you got Weasel in the 18 who got his first career win at Bristol, and we'll see what he can do tonight. And I'll be right back. You might hear some audio real quick. My dog wants to get in the chair, and she's having a hard time. Her legs is not. Can you get it? No? Do you want me to come pick you up? Okay. I might have to help my little puppy here to get in the chair. She's trying so hard to get in this chair. Alright, I'll be right back. Do you want some help? Alright, I'm back. And yes, we are I had to help my puppy get in the chair. No idea what she's listening to, but yeah, I had to help my puppy get into the chair. And am I still waiting? Yeah, we're still waiting for to get the invites out for qualifying, which is a little surprising. I'm very surprised the qualifying invites have never been out yet. Whew. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. We're gonna have to sit here and chat a little bit. But if you missed part number 1 of the stream, we had some funny moments going on in there. But let me go to the drivers that won't be in their cars next when we head to Richmond, because there's some cars that these drivers drive and they're not going to be in the game. For example, GT Jones, who drives the 5 car, he will not be in the 5 car in 2 weeks when Heat 4 comes out. He'll either be in the 1 car because of the sponsorship, or he'll be in the 8 car because he'll be running full time. Then we got Incog in the 42, who's not going to be in the 42 car when the game comes out, because the 42 is in the National Series, but it's in a Toyota, not a Chevrolet. So it's going to be interesting to see what car he'll be driving. And that's pretty much it. Because there is a 9 car, there's a 15, there's an 89, as we got invites from Predator. I'll join that in a second. There is a 7 car, there's a 0 car, there's a 23 car, and there's an 18 car. In terms of the roster list for the National Series. So I believe that's on the website. Not on the website. That's somewhere online. You can go check that out. If y'all watching that are part of the league, it's on the main chat in the Discord page, so you can check that out. Those 3 pictures that Texas sent on the main chat. But yeah, we got pretty much every driver here is in part of the National Series except for Dom Zito, who's a Truck Series driver. So currently, there are no Cup Series drivers here. I mean, it would be so far. I would be wanting tonight, but I got broadcasting duties tonight, so I can't race tonight. Because of broadcasting, I've not been able to run as many races as I have this season. Because if I count how many races I missed because of broadcasting, let me see here. I missed at least 10 races because I had to broadcast. Yes, I'm disappointed, and yes, I really want to race. I have not went. My last part-time race was, I think, Charlotte for Truck Series, Texas, but I think it was Charlotte for the National Series. So I'm a little disappointed that I've not been able to run these part-time races, but what can you do? A friend told me, he asked me if I'd rather race. I said I broadcast, and he's like, why? Why would he broadcast over race? But I like broadcasting. I like being a broadcaster. It's really cool. I get to come out of my comfort zone, so to speak. And besides, the racing makes me get excited, as sports fans do. So I think I can accept the invite to the qualifying, so we'll go to showing that. Alright, we're here. Let's see who's going to qualify first. Now, how qualifying order works is that there's the race results from last week's race, which was Darlington, are inverted. So the guy that finished last, that is racing tonight, will qualify first, and then the winner Predator will qualify last. So here is Predator in the 9, winner of last week's race. He'll be going last on the qualifying order. So we'll see who qualifies first. And it's going to be 2 laps here. So 2 laps around this 2.5 mile quadruple ton track designed for Indy cars, not Nascar stock cars. But we'll see who will qualify first. And it looks like they're gonna move up to turn 2. It looks like. Yeah, I was wondering what they were doing. They're gonna move up to turn 2. So they're basically gonna have half a lap to qualify, get a half lap to warm up, and then start the 2 laps that they have. So there goes the first car on the track. That is Ryan Guy in the 0. He's going to start up his lap. His warm up, I should say. And he's going to go down the back straightaway, dive into turn 3. So these drivers still got to use, I think, a little bit of brake here entering turns 1 and 3. But 2 and 4, you can handle the turns just fine. You just blow out the gas. As the 0 Ryan Guy makes his way through turn 4. Head to the front straightaway and begin qualifying. Qualifying is about to get started here at the Brickyard. Who's going to qualify the pole for the Yard of Bricks, boys? We're right on board here with Ryan, guys. They dive off into turn 1. Gonna get right on that white line there. That's going to be the third lane around this whole track. And turns to be right as close to that yellow line. I mean, excuse me, not yellow. Close to that white line as possible, but not get below and hit the curbing. As they come off of turn 2 down the back straightaway, is Ryan Guy. Gonna probably should be up right against that wall on the outside. But He's going to dial off into turn 3 here. He's a little, about half a lane higher than I probably would be as he kisses the wall going down the short chute here. Excuse me, as he makes his way through turn 4, he's going to come out turn 4, complete his first lap here. It looked like I got a little loose there coming out of 4, did Wine Guy did in the 0. So he's going to cross the stripe, complete his first lap here. Going to dive back into turn number 1. Oh, you got a little wide there, come out of 1 there. You got a little wide there. Coming down the back straightaway, it looks like there's 3 cars left to qualify, and being the top 3 and having last week's results of last week's race, it'd be Weasel, then Incog, and then Predator, the last 3 qualifiers. And Wine Guy got a little, oh boy, looks like the car's getting a little tight there for Wine Guy as he comes off to turn 4 and complete his qualifying lap. See which one's faster. Here's trainer on the 23 going down the back straightaway, who got his first stage win in Road America a few weeks back. I believe it was 2 weeks ago now. It was Darlington in Road America because the National Series ran on the weekend, the Cup Series did not. So he's going to come out turn 4, complete his qualifying lap. And he's done. I think he was the last driver to go. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, no, there's Nascar man the 7. Ooh, Nascar man the 7 got close to that wall coming out turn 3. And he's still fighting for his playoff dreams. He's still fighting for that title hopes. So comes out turn 4, goes down the front straight to complete his lap. I believe he was the last driver to finish his lap. I think I could be wrong about that too. It was down to 0 to 89 to finish his lap. There's trainer on the 23 having fun. Yeah, but I believe Wine Guy and the 0, not Wine Guy. What's his name? NASCAR man the 7. I believe he was the last one to go. So these are your, there he goes. There's your final 3 qualifiers right there. You got Incog in the 42, Weasel in the 18, and 9 the Predator. But Weasel will be the first one to go out of these 3, because he finished 3rd in the National Series race at Darlington. And there goes the 18 out on the track. And then Incog of the 42 is going to go right behind him. And behind him, we Predator in the 9. Go right around here, Weasel in the 18 here. Who'll be back in the 18 car in NASCAR before, but he's got to walk some different colors. Instead of the Waheen Rude colors, it's going to be walking the IK9 colors, which is going to be pretty interesting. As he comes out turn 4, begins his qualifying lap, and ends his warm-up lap. Go right on board with the number 18. Dives off into turn number 1. Yeah, white, close that white line, but he got a little tight there, come out of 1 there, that's not good. Goes off into turn 2, down the back straightaway. The only track on the schedule that has 4 different turns, and only 4 turns, because you got straightaway, then you got a couple sets of corners here. This would be 3, then a little straightaway, a little short chute I like to call it, and then another quick turn right up ahead. This would be turn 4, and then another long straightaway. For here will be the front straightaway. And you see people will be flying down that pit road here. I think it's one of the easier pit roads to get down onto, I think, for the National Series and the Cup Series as well. As Weasel gets close to that wall, going back into turn number 1, beginning his second lap. Oh, pow! He nailed that wall coming out turn 1 there. His lap's done. Booking on a line board here with Incog in the 42, so he goes into turn 1. Look how, wow! That impressed me. He got right to that white line in turn 1, and he about did it again in turn 2. Down the back straightaway he goes. And Predator is right behind him in the 9. A little too far back to get any sort of draft off of him. Dives off in turn number 4 here. I would not be surprised if Incog got the pole. The way his lap looked, I would not be surprised he got the pole. Incog will come across the line to complete his lap. And I'm going to allow Predator here coming out of turn 4. Last qualified to cross the stripe. And there's your qualifying for you from Indy, the National Series. So qualifying is officially done. We're going to try to get a couple more people in here real quick. Let's get, while we wait for the qualifying results to be tallied up. We're going to have to get some more drivers in here before we can do that. So let's get let's see, who should we get in here? Decisions. Let's get Weasel in here in the 18 because he had a horrible second lap there. He did not have a good turn 1 there. So we're gonna get him in here real quick and talk about his lap. Wait for Weasel to get in here. I'm really impressed with the viewership we've got so far. It's probably the most I've seen in a long time, for at least in Ashley's broadcast. So happy to see everyone here as Weasel joins the party now. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing alright. After coming off, I'd say, the best race of your career so far at Darlington, winning both stages, finishing third in the race, which is a career race for you, even though you won Bristol 2 weeks prior. Do you look to carry the momentum heading into Indy tonight?
Maybe. I don't know. It's just, this isn't one of my best tracks. A lot of people are really good here, but I just can't ever get this track going for me. I mean, I might be able to get a good top 5 today is what I'm shooting for, but I don't think I'll really be competing for anything.
Yeah, I saw. I was watching you during qualifying. You didn't have a too spectacular lap 1, which is not surprising to a lot of these drivers. You know, people have dealt with different tracks and stuff like that. But I also saw your beginning of your second lap. You knocked the wall down in turn 1 there. Was your car a little tight more than you wanted to there?
Well, my idea going into it was just try to get like a solid first lap and just to get on the board with like a decent lap. And my plan for the second lap was just I was just going to full send it in all the corners, and it did not work. My car is just way too tight. Because we can't put in our pit setups yet until the race. We can't do it in qualifying, so my car was just way too tight, and I just couldn't do it.
Well, as the playoffs come nearer, or draw nearer for us, there'll be tracks you'll be coming to for a second time. Like next week in Las Vegas, it'll be the second time going there. So, do you look to carry any success you had in the first race into the second race?
We'll have to see. I did not do very good in Vegas last time around, but that was very early in my rookie year, so I mean, we'll see what happens. I've improved since then. Hopefully I can run better, but I did not have a very good race at Vegas last time around.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get your second win of the season and prove people wrong that you deserve that win in Darlington, and talk to you again soon.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. Alright, while I'm gonna try to get another person in here, I'm trying to think who I should get in here. Maybe the qualifying results have been posted, and we're gonna see if said qualifying, and they have not been posted up yet. But we'll see if we can get GT Jones in here real quick. And is the paint scheme be running tonight? This might be the paint scheme that you might be not running next year, the next game in a couple weeks. So we're interested to see what new colors he'll be rocking. But let's call him up real quick. And I'm calling him up on the Discord because his mic is not working for PlayStation, so I'm gonna call him up real quick. There's GT, how are you? Can you hear me, GT? Oh, no, he can't. His mic, he turned off his mic, so gonna wait a little bit.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hear you.
How are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing all right. Well, as the playoffs draw near for you and the 5 team, rumor has it that you might be in a different car when you get to Richmond as the playoffs begin. Do you know what car you'll be driving yet?
Yeah, I'll be moving over to the one car.
For sponsorship reasons, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, basically the same car, just gonna have a different, same sponsor. Maybe I'll get some more paint schemes. Who knows?
And it's going to be really interesting to see you in the one car around the tracks of the playoffs. And as we speaking of the playoffs, there's going to be tracks on the schedule that y'all have not been to yet, like Kansas, for example. But also there's going to be tracks there for a second time you'll be coming up to, like Las Vegas, Texas, and those tracks as well. So do you think you'll be able to compete for the for wins? You going back to a track at for a second time?
Yeah. I think the Mile and Half track has kind of been my bread and butter this year. So, I know I've won at Pocono in Michigan, but 9 out of 10 times the rest of the season it's going to be about track position and being ahead of the guy when you get down to the last couple of laps. So I think we're just about all equal.
Well, I talked to your teammate Predator earlier, and I asked him if he was going to be working with his teammates out there on the track and might go for the win for himself, push a teammate to the win. He told me that if a teammate helps him, he'll help them. So, are you going to be working with Predator tonight? If not, are you going to be going for the win by yourself?
I'm fine with working with somebody or the teammate until it's time to go for the win. If it's time to go for the win, I got to take it if I can. Common sense is going to tell me if I'm going to wreck them before I can win it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to work with them. But I'm good working with teammate drafting, whatever, by somebody, during the race, if it's just riding around, but at the end of it, we got to go for ourselves.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get a win as your days are numbered in the number 5 car, and hope to see you in the number 1 in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Morris.
No problem. I believe the drivers meeting is going on right now, so I'll let y'all listen to that.
You can come out in between 1 and 2. If you are not, if it's one car or the whole pack, you have to go all the way around to the exit of turn 2. What else? Pace speed is going to be 65 miles an hour tonight. Remember, no cautions between 3 laps of the stage and 2 laps of the end of the stage, and no hitting. Lag out lap is lap 5. No more cautions no more cautions with the last 5 laps. Everybody knows we're switching to NASCAR Heat 4, not next week, but the week after for Richmond. That is our first playoff race. Next week is our cutoff race. So the points are updated for the website. So you guys should know where you guys are with the playoffs. GT, myself, Incog, Weasel. There's a couple other guys. Can't really name off the top of my head. Are pretty much locked in. Me and Trainer. You and Trainer. Okay, there you go. There's a couple other guys that are still fighting for the last few laps or last few positions. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. It's going to be this track is all about draft. Just be careful going into the corners. I know certain people, especially turn 1 and 3, some people can go wide open, some people can't. So be aware of that. Don't run anybody over. Turn 2 and turn 4, same thing. Some people can, some people can't. If you can't, I don't know why, but if you can't, just tell somebody, hey, this is where I lay off. So therefore, we don't have any non-communication going on. Trying to figure out if I'm missing anything. No, I think that covers everything. Any questions, comments, concerns? Did somebody ask a question?
Yeah, they commit my line.
It's the white line that comes out of pit road. It's like in the middle of the track.
I don't know who that was, but their mic is really, really low. Like you're 25 football fields away from your microphone.
Not for me. He's close to it.
Well, for me, he's really low. Who was that? GT. Let me see. Because no, you should have your volume all the way up. Huh? That's weird. Any other questions? Comments, concerns? All right, let's get into it, bro. Rose.
All right, that's the drivers meeting. I think we got in a little late there, but it's fine. But we're gonna go over the starting order real quick. So it's gonna be the GM Motorsports teammates, GT Jones and Predator being on the front row for the start. Well, one's gonna be the 9 of Predator, the 5 GT Jones. Predator got a 49.72, while GT Jones got a 49.79. Row 2 is gonna be the 42 Encock, the 0 Ryan guy. Encock got a 49.80, and Ryan guy got a 49.85. Row 3 is gonna be the 23 Trainer, the 18 Weasel. Trainer got a 50.13, and Weasel got a 50.15. And rounding out the field will be the 7 Nascar man and the 89 Damizito. Nascar man got a 50.81, and Damizito got a 51.08. So that's going to be part number 2 of qualifying. Part number 2 of the election, which was qualifying. But I'm surprised that Incock didn't get the pole. But he's about 51 thousandths off of GT, but he's about 8 100ths off of Predators. So it's going to be interesting to see. But the draft's going to be a great equalizer, kind of like Daytona, Talladega, just a different version of it. So the draft's going to play a factor for this race tonight. So it's going to be the equalizer, so to speak. So I'm going to end part number 2 of the live stream and talk to y'all in another minute or two. Be back in a second.